Hey guys, so it's Missa, and I am here with a tag video. So what we're doing is I've got a list of questions on my phone. Um, there's quite a few of them. There's 43 questions. So I'm just gonna get right into it so that I don't waste too much time here doing the intro situation. Okay, so here we go. Number one. Do you have a nickname? Yes. I've got a couple of nicknames. My mom calls me Boo Boo. Lissa is like my grandma and my aunt. Missa was a name that I acquired from nannying. And and Mel and Duty was a name that my cousin called me for years. He still calls me that. He's like 21. And yeah, I think that's about it. Number two, when driving, do you listen to CDs, tapes, the radio, or nothing? I listen to CDs or the radio. Are you a window person or an aisle person? If I'm on an airplane, I want to be in a window because if I want to sleep, I can lay my head on the wall. If I, and if I'm not sleeping, I like to look out the window. And I almost always end up like over the wing. I don't know why, but how do you relieve stress? I take a bath. I talk about it to like my family, friends, those kinds of things. I read. What was your favorite childhood TV show? I loved, gosh, so many. When I was little, it was Rainbow Bright and Strawberry Shortcake and My Little Pony and the Popples and Pound Puppies. And I watched Captain Planet and Transformers with my brother. When I got older, it was like Salute Your Shorts, Hey Dude, Rugrats. I could go on and on. Fraggle Rock, that was a really good one. I did a lot of TV watching. Growing Pains, Saved by the Bell, like so many. When you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up? I wanted to be a teacher, or I wanted to be a nanny, which I ended up actually being a nanny. I did go to school for a little while to be a teacher, and I was a preschool teacher for a little while, but not like in like a school district preschool. What was the best prank you ever pulled off? My brother made me really mad one day. He sorry, he was the king of the pranks, and he would always do really mean stuff. And one day he put shampoo in my hairbrush when it's clear and you can't see it. So I took the brush and I brushed my hair, and it was all up in my hair. And so I was late to school because I had to go wash my hair because I had soap in my hair. So I was mad at him. So I went in and he had just gotten a new fishing pole, a new fly fishing rod. And he had it in this big like plastic case thing. And I just went in, I opened the top of it, and like this part, like this much of the tip, and I just went and I snapped it. Because here's the thing. And it was so evil. Because that part you can't just replace that part. It ruins the entire rod. So, and he had just gotten it. It was like brand new. And I was so mad, and I just went and busted it and then zipped it back up. And when he went to pull it out, it was broken, and he had no idea. He still to this day doesn't know that was me. I was kind of naughty. That's probably the only one I actually ever got away with because he always knew about the other ones. And that wasn't even a prank. That was just mean. Number 9. If you could get back any article of clothing you once wore, what would it be? I had this t-shirt and it was like, it was blue. It was a kind of a dark blue and it had, had 3 hearts on it. There was like one here, here, and here. And one had like red, white, and blue flag on it. The other had like, one had like the stripes. One had, then like this one down here had sunflowers on it, and then this one had like the stars, like the silver stars in the heart, and it was my favorite shirt. I wore it constantly to the point where there was holes in it, like the whole seam on the top of my arm, my shoulder. It was a t-shirt, and it was like all of the entire seam was like ripping open. The collar, like underneath, like where like the actual collar piece was, like where it was sewn into the shirt, it was ripping. The hem had completely come out, so it was a little bit longer, but it just looked raggedy. And my mom threatened to throw it away so many times that I stopped letting her wash it. I quit like taking it downstairs to get washed. I also quit letting. So I finally like realized, okay, this is ridiculous. My shirt is done. I need to give it up. So I did, which was sad because I loved that shirt. And I would love to have it back. I would never wear it out in public. It would be like an at-home shirt. Okay. Number 10. If you could hire any actor to portray you in a movie, who would you choose? I've been told a lot that Jennifer Goodwin that I look a lot like her. I think it's just like the shape of my face and like the dark hair, the lighter skin. I don't know. When I was in high school, I did have a kid that called me Snow White because I'm so pale. Which is obvious because I'm pale. If you could play any instrument, which would you play? Probably the piano. Or like the flute. If you could hear anyone in history give a speech, whom would you hear? Ooh. It's a good one. I'd have to say either Abraham Lincoln or Martin Luther King, because their speeches were just so powerful and so impassioned, and I think that they would be really cool to hear. Milo, no. Sorry. Okay, number 13. If you could live in one city for the rest of your life, where would you live? This one's hard because I lived in the same town my entire life, and so I don't know of any other cities, but I would really like to live in Denver, and hopefully I will get there in the next couple years, or couple months rather. If you could make any fictional character come to life, which would it be? A fictional character come to life. I don't know. The Little Mermaid. I love her. She's my favorite. And if I could meet a real mermaid, like I'd be like, see, mermaids are real. I know it's silly, but okay. When you were a kid, what did you dress up for as Halloween? Okay, so for Halloween, we had like DIY costumes. My mom was not about like going to buy a costume. I think when we were little, she made costumes for us, like little. So the one costume she made me that was super duper cute was she made me an M&M before like the whole M&Ms as a costume came out. She actually made me an M&M costume, and I was little. I think I was maybe like 2, maybe 3, because I don't remember it. But apparently I wouldn't wear it. I was like, no, I'm not going to wear this thing. And like, she was really upset because she put a lot of time and effort into it. And I was like, no. So, yeah. But then I did a lot of like, I was a baby. I wore went like footy pajamas and had a pacifier in a bottle and like put my hair in pigtails and like blushered my cheeks. And then I did a hillbilly a couple times and a hippie. I did hippie several years because those are super easy to do. And especially when I was growing up, like bell-bottom jeans were a big thing. So they were easy to get. Like they weren't like the crazy bell-bottoms. Oops, sorry. Or the crazy bell-bottoms from like the actual hippie days, but they were enough, you know. And the one that I always really wanted to be was Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. Like, it was something I really wanted to do, and I never got to do it. But when I got older, one of my first costumes that I ever bought myself, and I think I was like 21, I bought a Dorothy costume, and it was totally one of those, like, you know, super short, kind of slutty, like, low-cut things, but it was fun. And I only wore it to the bar, like, once or twice. I think we went out like twice for Halloween, so we dressed up. Do you sleep with your closet doors open or closed? Either. I don't really care. I kind of prefer them open. I don't really care one way or the other, but there have been times where I'm like, no, I don't want to close that. Because then it's like, I don't want to open it. If you could make any cartoon, be any cartoon character, who would you be? Ariel. Either Ariel or Belle. I would be Belle. Oh, that's hard. Belle or Ariel? Probably Ariel. Just because I'd be a mermaid. Mermaids are freaking mermaids. Okay. So, do you take the shampoos and conditioner bottles from hotels? Yes and no. If it's like a good one that smells really good and it's like a high quality one, then I will. But if it's just a cheapo one, then most of the time I don't even use it anyway because I bring my own usually. I'll take like the body, like the bath, like the body wash stuff that you can use as like bubble bath and sometimes like the little soaps. But not usually. Have you ever stolen a street sign? So this one's kind of funny. No, I have not stolen a street sign. I tried. There outside my aunt and uncle's house, there was a sign that said it was a dip sign, and they were always teasing me that I was just kind of, you know, ditzy and that I was just a dip, you know, and so they were like, you should get that sign. So we went out and tried, but apparently that sign had been stolen several times, so the bolts were super glued on, so we couldn't get it. Do you sleep with your sheets tucked in or out? The bottom, like under the back corner, I do, but not like on the sides. Like when I make the bed, they're tucked in, and then when I get in, like I pull them out. In the winter, they're definitely all the way tucked in, but in the summer, no. Would you rather be attacked by a big bear or a swarm of bees? Oh, geez. I would say a swarm of bees because I feel like I'd probably survive being attacked by a swarm of bees because I'm not allergic, but it would still be pretty awful. Do you always smile for pictures? Yeah, I mean, yeah, for the most part. I mean, somebody's like, yeah, I'm going to take a picture of you, and I smile. Or if I'm taking a selfie, most of the time I smile. Or at least smirk. Like, you're, I don't know, something. I don't really do like the duck face thing. Because I don't really have super, sorry, my camera. I don't have like really like, you know, full lips. So it looks a little silly when I try to do that. Okay. Have you peed in the woods? Yes, I think everybody's peed in the woods. I camped all the time when I was a kid, so yeah. What size is your bed? I have a double. What is the best concert you ever attended? I I don't think I've ever really gone to like a concert. I went to like a symphony once and that was incredible. Um, and then I went out to like the country jam, so that's kind of a concert, and that was a lot of fun. A couple of my favorite artists were out there. And right now I can't even for the life of me remember her name. It was Terry something, and she was a country artist, obviously. And then I got to see Taylor Swift before she was like huge, like right after she um, did her first album. She came out, and I was very close to her. She was really cute, and she was really good. Um, yeah, and I got to see lots of really big names come out, so that's fun. Um, what is your song of the week? I don't really have a song of the week. No, there's not really been anything that's like stuck out to me this week. I've been really digging Ellie Goulding, "Love Me Like You Do." I know it's been played like over and 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 over, but I dig it. Do you still watch cartoons? The like Disney movies count? Because yeah, I'll watch those every once in a while. Um, Sometimes I watch cartoons. Usually it's like if I'm babysitting or I've got small children around, I'll turn it on, I'll sit and watch it with them. I don't just turn it on to watch it myself. Um, what? When was the last time you wrote a letter to someone on paper? Um, like a letter, I'd say middle school, high school. I don't think I mailed anything out in high school. I know that I had like a little pen pal in middle school that I actually like sent letters to. Milo, that is not for chewing, bro. That's a charger. Sorry. Um, how many languages can you speak? One. I'm working on learning how to speak French, but I'm not very good. I need to like actually take a class and not just do like the app that I've got on my phone. And it's actually a pretty good app and I'm doing fairly well with it, but I need to like actually like hear the words spoken so I can get the accent down right. What was your first do you believe in ghosts? No. Not really. What was your first concert? Country Jam. Cheetos or Fritos? Ooh. If I have chili, definitely gotta have Fritos. But if I'm just gonna pick a bag of chips, I'd go with Cheetos. Can you curl your tongue? Yeah, I can do the taco. That's all I can do. Have you ever won a spelling bee? No, I've not won a spelling bee, but I got really close when I was in middle school. We had a spelling bee, and I was one of like I think it was like the top 5 or the top 3. I think I got pretty close. Own a record player? No, I don't. My dad had one for a really long time when we were kids, and we still had records, but I don't think we even ever played it very often because I know he has records or had. I don't know if he still has them. Who would you like to see in concert? Idina Menzel. I wanted to see her in the worst way when she was on tour this summer, and she was in Denver a couple of days after my birthday in August, and I wanted to go so bad, but I didn't have anybody to go with me, and I couldn't really get the time off because I was already taking off in September to go to Disney World, so I couldn't really afford the time off. I mean, I could have, but I just didn't. Sugar cookies or snickerdoodles? Snickerdoodles. Can you swim well? Yes. I'm not like, swim team kind of swimmer, but I swim well. Are you patient? Yes. I was a nanny for 5-6 years. I'm patient. DJ or band at a wedding? Probably go with a DJ. Yeah, just because that way you get the songs that you want and they're going to sound the way you want them to sound. I mean, a band is fun, but honestly, if I ever get married, I'll probably let my fiance pick the music. That'll be like his job. Ever won a contest? Yeah, I won some like radio contests and gotten like movie tickets and stuff. And then I won it was like a Facebook thing and it was like a random drawing that I won. And I won like a big old box of Twilight stuff when like the Twilight stuff was still big, and I won a big old honking box of stuff. Do you have kids? No. Do you want kids? Yes. And I think that was the last question. So that was the fun like TMI tag, and I enjoyed that. So if you have any other questions for me, let me know. And I've got a couple of other videos coming up, so I'll see you later. Bye, guys.